Hello and welcome, innovators. It's very first episode of our podcast series focused on creating your very own chatbot system that you will build on your documentation knowledge base and fascinating capabilities of generative AI. This is your first step toward creating a technology that could potentially revolutionize how we interact with digital realm. In today's episode, we will dive into technicality of integrating Slack with Amazon Lex to connect a fundamental yet effective chatbot application. I will guide you through the process, breaking down complex concepts into easy to understand steps, ensuring that you can follow along regardless of your prior experience with AI. We will start with understanding a foundation of Amazon Lex, getting you familiar with how it works and why it's pivotal to in building chatbot. And then we will explore Slack, one of the most popular messaging platforms used teams worldwide, and how it can be used to operate with your newly built chatbot. My name is Artyom, your guide on this journey. As the head of cloud practice at Neuroswap, I assist companies in building solutions based on artificial intelligence, machine learning, and currently we're diving into limitless world of conversational AI and chatbot system. With over a decade of hands-on experience in the cloud industry, I'm thrilled to share my insights with you. So sit back, grab your favorite drink, and let's jump right into the future of interactive technology. Okay, let's start with the architecture. And it is actually very simple. So we will create Amazon Lex bot, and will also create several intents in this bot. So this intents identify user intent and allow bot to answer relevant to provide relevant answers. And after that, we will create a Slack application and integrated it with Amazon Lexbot. So it is our today's architecture, and let's move to AWS console. We need to find Amazon Lex. We can do it through search. Let's click on create bot, create blank bot. Let's provide name. Let's click on create role with basic Amazon Lex permission. Click no for children online privacy protect act. 5 minutes session timeout is okay for this demo. Click next. Let's select language English. Also, we have options to select voice for our bot. So by default, this is Ivy. Let's click on play.
Hello, my name is Ivy. Let me know how I can assist you.
This sounds good to me for the demo. And last parameter that we can set it is intent classification confidence score threshold. So Lex use ML models to identify intent of the user, and this confidence is between 0 and 1. So when it is 0.4, so we can tune this parameter, and the higher it will be, the higher threshold, the more confident model should be in order to select one of the intent. So let's choose default one and click done. And we will see the menu to create our first intent. Let's name it greeting. Scroll down. First, what we can set, it is optional, it is context. And context allow us to send context between intents. So we can, I mean, because of it is first our intent, we cannot select any available context for this intent, but for example, we can create output context, create, and we have option to set parameters on when this context will be expired. So we can, for example, type it is 20 turns, 360 seconds, and my context name, let's it will be handbook add. Okay, let's scroll down. Sample utterance. It represents phrases that you expect a user to speak or type to invoke this intent. And Amazon Lex extrapolate based on the samples to interpret any user input that may vary from the samples. And let's add several utterance. Let it will be hi, hello, hi bot, hi handbook bot. Okay, I think it's good enough. Let's scroll down. So next that we can set it is initial response. And let's scroll up and see conversation flow. So this conversation flow, it's tips for us, and you can see the flow how bot works. So first one, it is initial request from the user, and we provided sample utterance. One of them is hi, and bot answer with initial response. So it is optional, and we can provide it if it is required, or we can actually skip it and move to the next step. It is prompt for more information slot. Let's click on this. And slot, it is request information that you need to fulfill the intent. So let's you can see add slot, but first of all, I would like to go to Lex console and find our bot and click on slot types. So let's create a new slot type, add, and let's it will be handbook type. So during greeting intent, we will identify a handbook type, and another intent will use this type in order to provide some information. Add. And here we have two options. First one is expand values, that is default. You can provide the samples, and Amazon Lex will extrapolate the samples to recognize values that you even didn't provide. So, and another option is restrict to SWOT values. So let's restrict to SWOT values and provide several values. So it will be people, handbook, and here I can provide some alternative names: HR, handbook, and with the tab I can add more values. Let's add value. Let's add BizDev handbook, and also we can add more values. Handbook. Let's add. And let's add last one, delivery handbook, and add value. Say SWOT types. And click on SWOT types, and we can see our new custom slot type. And here we can add this add slot. Let's actually it doesn't refresh, I think. Let's click on freeform input, handbook, type, name, and let's click on what is handbook name you would like to ask questions. Add. Let's click on save intent. Let's refresh the page in order to see the custom SWOT types. Okay, handbook type. Okay, we can select it and click on save. Let's take a look on service flow. Sorry, conversational flow. You can see hi. Next, it is a question on to get more information. You can see slot type has no values. I think it's not correct. Let's refresh this page. Yeah, that is correct right now. You can see people handbook, and then we can, for example, SWOT capture success response. We can add this very answer. We can also add SWOT capture further response, and we can, for example, ask for confirmation. So let's add this one as well. So it is confirmation. Let's click on active. And can you can I go ahead with, and here I can put a variable. It is a handbook. Let's check it if it has correct name. SWOT type. Oh, the name is handbook type. So let's copy this and update here. Yes. And let's click on save. Okay, and then let's click on fulfilled. And let's type that is bot. Please ask your question. And click on save. And click on build. So the model is built, and let's click on test. And here we can record a voice, for example, or type the question. So I will record a voice. Hi bot.
What is handbook name you would like to ask questions?
People handbook.
Can I go ahead with people handbook?
Yes.
That is people handbook bot. Please ask your question.
And let's ask how to hire people. And you can see that intent fallback intent is fulfilled, so that our intent is finished. And let's improve our intent and actually ask the question in the SWOT. So let's check. So it is our fulfilled. Deactivate it and go to SWOT. And actually, before adding a SWOT, let's go to another tab and add new SWOT type. And let's create add blank SWOT type. Oh, actually, I think we don't need it. So we can go with default one at SWOT. Here we can select freeform input. And here we can have handbook question. And prompt is, what is the question? Maybe I can just insert it. Yeah. Please ask your question. Oh, yeah, let's type what is the question you would like to ask. Click on add. And let's extend our confirmation. Okay, let's save intent. Let's review it first of all with our conversational flow. So you can see, hi, what is the name of handbook? It is a people. What's the question you would like to ask? It is freeform input, has no values. Okay, let's click on build. So the bot is successfully built. Let's click test. Let's click on this gear. Here you can see you can select Lambda function. Okay, let's close it. We need inspect. And here we will see the summary and JSON input and output of the model. So let's start. Hi.
What is handbook name you would like to ask questions?
Okay, so you can see that this is greeting intent in progress. And it asks handbook type. So let's answer. People handbook.
What is the question you would like to ask?
Scroll down. Let's type it. Okay, and if you type it, you can see it as a text, and you can see answer. And it is actually confirmation. Can the bot go ahead with people handbook and question how to hire people? So let's answer yes. And you can see that greeting intent is fulfilled. Okay, and the last update for the Lexbot, let's add mockup to and do fulfillment. So let's find fulfillment, and on success fulfillment, let's add some text. So the bot will answer at least on one question right. Save intent and build. Okay, we have built, and let's test our bot. Hi,
What is handbook name you would like to ask questions?
people handbook.
Okay, I got it. What is the question you would like to ask?
What is the hiring process?
Okay, I got it. Can I go ahead with handbook, people handbook, and question, what is it hiring process?
Yes.
Business success hinges on hiring the right people. Neurons Lab, operating in AI and machine learning, aims to build a distributed team of specialists. Our hiring process attracts educated, qualified, and motivated talent, prioritizing diversity and inclusivity. We seek to create an impactful team driving AI innovation. The process involves job requirements, internal talent search, candidate outreach, interviews, reference checks, verification, offer, and feedback. Utilize the Neurons Lab Recruitment Handbook in Notion for details, descriptions, templates, and recommendations.
And the last step is to create a Slack application. And you need to go to Slack, manage applications, then click on build, create new application from scratch. Let's provide a name. Select workspace and click create app button. Then let's jump to interactivity section, enable it, and enter temporal https slack.com and click on save. Then let's go to Lex console, click on channel integrations, add channel, select Slack, scroll down, and here I need to copy paste client ID from basic information, scroll down, here client ID, client secret, verification token, and then click add. Oh, just a moment, let's select Click add. And let's open this integration. And we will need to copy this callback URL and auth endpoint URL. We need to go to auth and permissions. And for redirectory URL, I will add from Lex auth URL, this one. Click on it. And as for scope permissions, I will add two types of permissions. One is chat write, and team read. And then I will go to interactivity tab. Sorry, just a moment. Let's click on save. Save. And then go to interactivity URL tab and replace our temporal URL with callback endpoint. And click save changes. And then I will go to subscriptions, event subscriptions, enable it, paste my callback URL here, scroll down, subscribe to both events, and let's add message. Message I am, and click on save. And then on app home section, scroll down to show tab and allow user to send slash command and messages from the message tab. And then on manage distribution section, click add to Slack, allow, then click add apps. Let's search for our Q&A bot. Click message, and here we can type hi. Okay, what is the handbook name you would like to ask question? People, handbook, and let's ask a question. What is the hiring process? And it's ask for confirmation. Let's type yes. And we got the answer. So that's all for today. And see you in the next sections.